What's going on, everybody? Today we're ripping into 3 of these All-Star Game mega boxes here. As you see in front of me, I have seen some people get pretty good hits out of these. I was saving these up for after the All-Star Game just because I had a couple of videos lined up before that had Finest included, and I wanted to kind of do a standalone video on this as well. Again, seeing people get some pretty awesome hits out of these. I've opened up one of these so far. Didn't really get anything crazy. A couple of numbered cards though, a couple of low numbered cards actually. I got a gold and a green, so hoping to keep the numbered card streak alive in these and also maybe get something cooler, maybe some sort of relic or an autograph or something like that. I have seen all aces come out of these, seen autographs come out of these, seen relics, pretty much seen anything that you would want to get out of a pack come out of these mega boxes. So one of the cooler things about these is the all-star foils on the inserts. Whenever we get to one of these or one of those, I will show you what I'm talking about, but a really good name on that, and it is a pretty valuable card. So that's not on the insert. That is what the all-star foil looks like on the base card. And then we have Chase Burns and Mickey Mantle there. Next pack here, pack number 3. We've had some pretty expensive mega boxes come out with the Finest. These all-star mega boxes will run you the same price as just a standard mega box. So it's kind of just replacing those crackle board foils with the all-star ones. And we have Richardson on the all-star foil, Correa there, and Jose Ramirez. I'm searching for a Murakami all-star foil. That is one of my opinions, the biggest chases with these all-star foils that you can get in this series. They do also have numbered versions of those foils, so it's not going to hold as much value as one of the true greens or golds or orange or something like that, but still pretty cool to be able to get numbered versions of those cards. And we haven't really gotten anything notable yet. I put up 6 stands for this video. I'm not sure if they will all get used, but it would be nice to have something, maybe one thing at least for each box to kind of throw up there. We have our first turned around card. It is going to be a Peralta holo. And then I believe this is an all-star foil, King Griffey Jr. That's a pretty cool one. That'll go up on the stands. And then we have Edmonds on the glove work and Schwarber on the stars in the back. A lot of cards. There are going to be many more cards than I'm used to opening in one video in this. I've done 3 mega boxes before, but one of those was one of the Finest mega boxes, which has a lot less cards and less packs than your typical mega box, whereas these all-star ones are more similar to the standard ones. We got Rivera on the all-star foil and Schlittler on the stars there. Speaking of Schlittler, he's been very outspoken against Red Sox fans lately. As a Red Sox fan, I kind of love it. I like seeing the rivalry come back. It felt like it was dead there for a little bit, or not as fun as it used to be. And it feels like it's sort of picking up now, especially with the Red Sox being the best team in the MLB over the last 20 games. Try to argue that you can't. The Red Sox are, in fact, hot, and there doesn't appear to be anything that's going to slow them down. I think we have got to extend Chad Tracy's contract. I think he's proven he has what it takes to kind of manage a big league team. And I think it'd probably be pretty crazy to let him go at this point. We got Muncy here, Corey Lee, Bieber, Early, Poulin on the all-star foil. And then we have Fall Fling on the rainbow. That's a pretty cool one right there. The pictures and the team sets they chose for this series 2, I think are better than series 1, just for the small group photos alone. I think that they came out pretty awesome. You obviously have the Risen Suns with the Dodgers, but that's another cool one. You have, I think it's Stars Align, maybe is what it's called, for the Angels, where they're opening up packs, something like that. But yeah, they're pretty cool looking cards. You got Hernandez, Toll back there on the stars. I've also seen golden mirrors come out of these. I've only ever pulled one of those ever. This is really, I just recently got more into opening cards, so not a ton of packs opened, but I am surprised I've only gotten one of them. And this is a upside down card for some reason. I am surprised I've only gotten one of them out of everything I've opened. But I have heard that they have a seemingly lower hit rate in Series 2 than it was in any other product. So interesting, I guess, that I got the one I've ever gotten out of this. And these glove works, the turnaround glove works, always kind of trick me a little bit and make me think that it's some sort of golden mirror. Sal Stewart on the Stars, okay, or on the All-Star. That's a pretty good name there. Honus Wagner's glove work insert has tricked me more than any other card, I think, in existence into thinking that I got something like a golden mirror numbered card. Just that goldish sort of color that you see on the back kind of trips me up. But we've gotten a couple of pretty good names on the All-Star foils, but we haven't seen a single numbered card out of this. So I would be pretty disappointed to not get any. Oh, and there we go. Speak of the devil, we got Drew Summers on the green /99. I think I'd probably take down the Griffey to throw this up. It is on that All-Star foil, so you can see here. It's not a true green. It is a All-Star foil green, but still pretty cool cards. And then we got the Lauder in the back on the Stars. The one of these I opened before, I got 2 numbered cards out of, and they were both pretty low numbered. I think the gold I pulled, oh, and we got a gold. It's interesting, it looks wider on one side. I pulled the gold to 50, not the 2026 gold. This definitely looks like it's gonna be the 2026 one, and it's Brooks Baldwin right there. 858 out of 2026. The one I pulled out of the other box was the to 50 gold. And I think that was on the All-Star foil, and then I pulled a true green. So maybe it's looking like you'll get one sort of numbered All-Star foil and one true numbered card, but obviously there's no guarantees in these, so that can change up a bit. We got Chaparro on the All-Star foil. Then we got Shane Bieber on the hollow here, retail exclusive. And then we got Austin Riley and Cal Raleigh. So that was box 1. Saw a bit of color, saw some good names on the All-Star foils. Again, I am searching for Murakami on that All-Star foil. I think that's probably the name to get on one of those, just for the base. I wouldn't expect a numbered one, just because obviously those are going to be really hard to hit. But a base All-Star foil would be pretty cool to get out of one of these. And I'm having some space issues here to the right of me with how many packs this is going to be. This will probably be one of my longer videos I've ever filmed, just because of the volume coming out of this. Here, we got Stewart on the base there. The Guardians win is so cool in the background of the Guardians team card in this series. Oh, and then we got some upside down cards. I'm hoping the whole box isn't like this. That is, oh, we got a pink. That's my first pink on the Crooked Numbers Babe Ruth too. What a name. Those aren't numbered, but they are much harder to pull than just a standard Crooked Numbers. And Crooked Numbers inserts, I feel like alone are probably one of the more difficult ones to pull out of this series. So that is a pretty cool one to get, Babe Ruth on the pink one there. I don't know. It looks like the whole box is going to be like this. I don't know if I even got a Murakami base out of box 1. It'd be nice to get a couple of Murakami base rookie cards out of this video. Obviously, there's not going to be the full set in here, so I'm not going to get every card, but it would be nice to maybe get a couple of them. So I'll try to be on the lookout for this. I am organizing my Series 2 cards different than I typically do. I typically just throw all base inserts rookies into a box and keep it. But I'm trying to pull out, and then there's another one of the cool group pictures, the Belting Bros. I'm trying to pull out my rookies for this series just because there are a few really good names. You have Sal Stewart, Murakami, guys like that. So I'm trying to pull them out and organize them differently, just so I have those, for the future if I ever want to get rid of my base. There's a Murakami Titans there. And we have a All-Star Foil Gold. That is going to be the gold to 50. So we could get a pretty good name there. I didn't see who it was. I just caught the gold shimmer on the back there. A Hop, Houston. This is it here. Oh, it looks like White Sox colors. Not the White Sox we're looking for there. We got Cannon, number 48, and this is number 29. So not really close to jersey number there, but 29 to 50. So these golds, that's 3 boxes of this I've opened, and I've gotten 2 golds to 50. Both of them, I believe, have been the All-Star Foil Golds, but I am pretty surprised at the rate that numbered cards are coming out of here. It's definitely a good problem to have if I don't have enough stands to put up everything I would want to. And then there's the base right there matching. Yeah, that would be a good problem to have, not having enough stands to throw up everything I'd want to. I am still looking for something, more interesting out of this. It'd be cool, really cool to get Sub-Zero All Kings or Golden Mirror, or True Photo, something like that. Series 2 regular mega boxes have been kind of a dud for me. I haven't had a lot of luck out of those, which is surprising because they're usually one of my favorite. That's a really cool hollow foil. They're usually my favorite retail format to rip. But yeah, I just got some like standard crackle boards. I did pull a team border Schwarber, which I'm sure you saw if you've watched my other videos. But unfortunately, that is a lower value team border than I thought it would be. There's the Stars line, what I was talking about Trout opening up some packs of cards. But yeah, I'm not too excited or too happy with the standard sort of Series 2 mega boxes that I've seen so far, which is surprising. Blasters, actually, I've had better luck out of the Blasters this series than I have out of Megas, which feels super backwards to me. There's Casas pulling a lot of Red Sox All-Stars. Unfortunately, our checklist is super weak for this series. But I've had better luck out of the Blasters. I actually pulled my first Golden Mirror ever out of those. I also got a Trey Savage team border, which is a pretty cool one with the year he's having and the year he finished with last year. We got Gavin Lux, Bohm. Then we got Ricky Henderson. That's a really cool picture they chose with him holding the base there. I am kind of getting worried about my stack height over to the right of me, so I'm going to adjust this a little bit and put some over to the left to kind of free up a little bit of room. I'm keeping the open packs over to the right of me, and I'm trying to stack everything neatly as well, and it just looks like it's, oh wow. There we go. I'm sure you saw that name. That's a big name to get on the All-Star foil there. Shohei Ohtani, All-Star on the All-Star foil. That's going to go up on a stand for sure. The stands are looking pretty nice. I don't have anything crazy really, but I am happy with what I've gotten so far. The Stewart, it's a great name to get on that foil. Gotten some color out of this. Again, I would just like to get maybe one, and we have the first pitch insert here. I would like to get just maybe one sort of relic or auto or something interesting like that. We got Dodgers, and we got Burrows on the All-Star foil. Then we got Rutschman flipped around, Rutschman on the rainbow. And we got Mariah Taylor on the first pitch. And we have Nolan Arenado on the Stars. Looks like we have 3 more packs in box 2. ton of bulk coming out of these. If you're like me and you rip megas a lot, you will know the amount of bulk you get out of these is so crazy compared to every other retail format that you'll open. So we got a couple of turnaround cards here. We got PCA on the All-Star, another pretty good name to get. We got Ichiro and Churio on the Titans. It is interesting the change they made to the Titans this series. It was different in Series 1, but they removed the Titans of the MLB text from them. I'm not really sure. And it looks like we have another pink here. Not really sure what the thought behind that was and why they decided to do that. Maybe just to kind of help differentiate them a little bit. But that's Bibby on the pink hollow there. But interesting choice. I'm not really sure myself which one I like better. We got a Murakami stars in the back. I don't think I've seen any Murakami base come out of either of these boxes yet, which is a little bit disappointing, but can't complain too much. Obviously, I'm not opening up a full set or anything. And these megas did actually come from a couple of different places, so it's not like they're coming out of the same case. We got Craig Biggio on the All-Star and Savage on these stars. We have one more box here. Again, nothing really crazy yet. Hoping maybe this last box can have something more interesting come out of it than these past ones, but not at all disappointed with what I've gotten yet. Just looking for something maybe a little more interesting. And these are the amount of packs that come out of one of these. So that's why I'm talking about the room I have. The amount of base I'm getting is just an insane number of packs in these mega boxes. I do have one more of these because I'm going to do another sort of mega madness, which is what I titled my last video that I opened one of these in. But I'm saving it for that. I don't think that if you can find any of these, that you will be able to find them for much longer than now. Just because I have seen people get some pretty cool stuff out of them. I obviously haven't, but I know I've seen it. So I know it's out there somewhere. We got Perez, Norby, Boyle, Kirby, Iglesias. It's looking like that weird box I got must have been from somewhere else, because this one looks much more normal with the card rotation and everything. And the last one I saw, or the last one I had, and we got a crooked numbers in here, which again is one of the harder inserts to pull out of this series. We got Perez on the All-Star foil. I've pulled a couple of those, I believe, so far. Schwarber and Freeland on these stars and Titans. Schwarber seems to be one of the more common Titans in this series. We got Suarez here, Musgrove, Duran, Nunez. I feel like I'm getting less All-Star foils in this box than I typically get. I did just recently order some Topps Chrome Sonic from 2022, trying to pull some rookie year Duran. There's also some crazy autos. They're really hard to hit out of that product. But if you do hit one, it's going to be something crazy. So I'm pretty excited to rip that. Gunnar Henderson there. And the boxes were not really expensive at all. That'll probably be my video going up later this week. Kind of just seeing, if I can get anything interesting. Another first pitch here. I pulled a first pitch actually. Oh, was hoping that was like Skeens. I pulled a first pitch actually out of the other box I opened to this, so seems to be coming out pretty high rate. This is Darth Vader, Cole Young. But yeah, those first pitch inserts seem to be coming out of this product at a pretty high rate compared to what I typically get them. And another Belting Bros there. Again, don't think I've seen a single Murakami base in this opening yet. We got Gleyber Torres, Gervaisi, and then we got Vladdy, and Schlittler in the back. I think we're a little over halfway done with this box. I haven't seen any color yet, so I would expect to get some here. I got a couple of pinks and the 50 out of box 2, and then I got 2 numbered cards out of, oh, and there it is right there. It's Red Sox. With this series, I don't know who, maybe Abreu is who I would want the most for the numbered card. Hawk is going to return soon. Ranger Suarez, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one there. I'm excited about that. I forgot he was even in this series. That's a pretty good name there. I guess I could have hoped for Chapman too. We have some good pitchers in this series. Obviously, you have Early, Suarez, Chapman. But then we also have some random guys like Monasterio, Casas, Hawk, which I think Hawk is going to come back soon, actually. There's the Chapman base. I think he might actually return soon for his first time in a while, which is going to be an exciting addition to the bullpen. Although our pitching lately has been insane. So I'm thinking we'll probably trade one of the young arms that we have. We have like Jake Bennett, Connolly Early, and Peyton Toll. I think we'll probably package them with like Marcelo Meyer or something and go for some sort of shortstop. Hopefully is what they're trying to do right now. Wow, another Sal Stewart All-Star foil. I'll throw that down there. And then we got Juan and Cole Young. Sal Stewart is one of the top names. If you have not watched my finest opening, go watch that. I pulled a pretty awesome Sal Stewart card out of that. Definitely go give that a watch. If I remember, I'll also link it at the end of this video. But that was a pretty cool card to get. And then we got Fortes and Merrill with Francisco in the back. 3 more packs out of box number 3. Let me know in the comments down below if you think these are worth it. This is honestly probably, I would consider one of the worst openings I've seen of these, what I've gotten out of these compared to what I've seen other people get out of them. But I do think it's still a pretty good lineup. I don't know if I would complain about what I've gotten. I've gotten just some valuable all-star foils, a few numbered cards, and there's another one here to 2026, which even if it's to 2026, the right name on one of these can still be a pretty good card, which is the White Sox team card. I don't think, yeah, Murakami's not in this, but the White Sox are also doing pretty well right now, so not a bad card to get it all, and it is on the true gold, not the green numbered. And we got a rainbow out of this box to finish things off, it looks like. We got Pajes, and the rainbow is going to be Mason Wynn there. And then we have Brady House and Trout. So I would say a pretty good lineup. I'm pretty happy with what I got. If there's anything else you want to see me rip, comment down below. Again, be on the lookout for that 2022 Topps Chrome Sonic opening that should be coming out later this week.